Now, most students, when we ask them, why didn't you finish your assignments? Why didn't you study more? Why didn't you look more into something? Why did not you learn about this thing, this thing, this thing? Mostly, they will answer that I am too busy. I don't have the time. That is one of the most typical problems that people are having, especially for students. So now, I'm telling you that after you watch this video, you won't simply be saying that I am too busy anymore. Okay. So let's do this a bit of activity to prove that you have time. Now take a piece of pen and paper. If you don't have your piece of pen and paper right now, find one and resume the video after you got your pen and paper. So now that you got your pen and paper, decide within a week, decide the day which is the busiest day for you. Let's say it is Monday. For a week, Monday is your busiest day. Let's say. So if your busiest day is Wednesday, let it be Wednesday. Okay. So now try to remember the past busiest day of this week. Let's say today is Friday. So remember your previous Monday. What is it like? What is it like? So once you remember that day, roughly what you did on that day, try to list out all the things that you did on that particular day. So let's say for class, you spend from 8 a.m. until 5 p.m. So that is 9 hours. But actually you have lunch break 1 hour, so it is 8 hours. And then for lunch break, you spend 1 hour for prayers and for eating. And then after you go to class, all the walkings from and to the classes, let's say it took you 30 minutes. I just put 0.5 hours. Don't make it too complicated. Try to sum up things. Let's say for like taking a bath, eating, all that, taking a bath and eating both, maybe those two take 1 hour. To make it simple lah. Sleeping, let's say 5 hours. Doing your assignments and lab reports, maybe 1 hours, 2 hours doing assignments, 2 hours doing lab report. Just sum it up into assignments lah. Do you really have 4 hours to do your assignments and lab report? Maybe usually like 2 hours can finish lah assignments and lab reports. So let's say 5 hours. Let's say 4 hours lah. 4 hours for all the assignments and lab reports. Okay. So once you list out all the hours that you have done, what you did on that day, on that particular day, usually you won't get 24 hours. Usually you won't remember everything. So just roughly do it. If you got more than 24 hours, then you are bluffing. Okay. So sum it all up. A total of 8, 10, 19, 19 and a half. 19 and a half hours for the whole day. So now 19.5 hours, you multiply it by 7. So we'll get 1 times 7, 7 plus 6, 1. 7 plus 6 is 15. 136.5. So now we take the value of 24 times 7, which should be 4, 7, 28, 2, 7, 14, 16, 168. So we take 168 hours per week minus with 136.5 hours per week. So we will get 21.5 hours per week, if my calculations are correct. So there you have it. No, actually this is 3. That's why I feel something is wrong. Okay, so actually you'll get 31.5 hours of free time per week if every day is the busiest day of the week. If every day is the busiest day of the week, then you will still have 31.5 hours of free time per week. That is, if your calculations are the same as mine. If you get 22 or 23, you calculate it by yourself. So now we'll see that actually we have a lot of time. We have a lot of free time. The problem is we just don't spend time to plan our time, to manage our time, which causes us to lose all those precious times that we should have been using to study, to develop ourselves, to work out, to exercise. Oh, I forgot to add here exercise. So it's supposed to add more 1 hours, become 20.5 hours. But yeah, still, I will still have 24.5 hours of free time per week. So actually, we are never too busy. 24 hours per day is enough for us. We are never too busy. The question is, do we plan our time wisely? Are we willing to spend our time, spend maybe 2 hours per week or 1 hour per week to plan our time? There's this one day I met with a fellow website developer, an old acquaintance of mine. I asked him, how many websites have you designed? How much have you progressed in terms of knowledge, in terms of how advanced the designs of the website that you've made? He said that he doesn't have time. I don't have time to do more on the websites. I don't have time to learn more about things. I'm too busy. And then I asked him, do you have a planner? Yeah, he has a planner because I know that he's an acquaintance of mine, so I know that he has one of these planner. So I asked him, did he fill in the planner? He said no, he didn't use the planner that he already have. So I told him that I guarantee you, I I am willing to cut my finger. I guarantee you that if you fill in the planner, you will get at least 10 hours of free time per week. That's what I told him. So actually, just do simple planning. Just do simple planning. The times that you have class, just scratch it out. If you have class, just scratch it out. You already know that you have class on that time. And then you fill in the rest of the things that you're going to do outside of class. You're going to do your prayers. You're going to study. You're going to finish your assignments. You're going to meet your lecturer to ask about things. You're going to have group meetings with your friends. You have tests. You have to study before the test. Just fill in everything, just roughly, and doesn't need to be too beautiful. If you have time to spend and make it more beautiful, it's up to you. Better. For me, just do scribbles like this. But just scribbles like this are enough. It helps me to plan my time, and I can spend more time to study more. And alhamdulillah, right now I have above more than 3 point. I have above 3.90 pointer. So it's up to you actually. You are never too busy. It's up to you whether to plan your time or not. It's up to you to have more time, to utilize your time and develop yourself with that time or not. Remember, life is painful. You cannot escape from the pain. However, you can choose what type. Either the pain on the road to success, or the pains of regret in your life. Thank you for watching.